When you take a close look at actively flying warbird aircraft, even some award-winning ones, you'll often find that their appearance is only skin deep. A good paint job can hide a lot of issues. This aircraft, for example, came to us in flying condition, and it makes you wonder what else might be lurking in the airframe. Pride Aircraft has made detail one of our specialties. We'd like to give you a close-up look at an L-39 we recently performed our magic on. This is an engine bay of an L-39 that was detailed for a customer. Every component was removed, cleaned, inspected, and detailed. All components of the structure that could be removed were detached and in some cases de-riveted. The fuselage was then media blasted, and all skins, bulkheads, and stringers were inspected, replaced, or repaired as necessary. Then each structural part was cleaned, prepped, primed, and painted using quality paint and processes. All pneumatic tubes and fire loops were stripped, cleaned, and painted. All components and subsystems were tested and checked for proper operation. The wiring harnesses were thoroughly cleaned, inspected, and tested, and new sheathing and connectors were installed where needed. The engine rails and attach hardware were inspected, tested for factory tolerances, and checked for wear. The Sapphire aux power unit and all its various components were cleaned, inspected, tested, and finally brightly polished. Once all this work was complete, the components in the engine bay were then reassembled into the fuselage and tail structures using new hardware and great attention to detail. This kind of craftsmanship is one of the things we pride ourselves on, no pun intended. The owner of this aircraft will have the benefit of knowing his engine bay is now cleaner, newer, and more closely detailed than the day it rolled off the assembly line. The light color means the engine bay will now be noticeably brighter, and it will therefore be easier to view and service the components in it. We hope you'll give us a call when you need award-winning aircraft restoration services. Pride Aircraft is the gold standard for warbird restoration and service.